Hi, I was in Facebook jail again. Sorry, hang on, I don't know which which camera I'm on. No idea. We there? Maybe I'm here. Hello? Hi! There we are. Maybe it's working now. They put me in Facebook jail again. I had to try and reset everything. I had to restart the computer. Oh, just a nightmare. Stupid thing. I don't understand how it can say we're going too fast and... oh, hang on, this isn't working now. Sarah, what did you do to my sewing machine yesterday? Here we go. It says we're going too fast and that they're blocking us and all this. Oh, it's bizarre. It's bizarre. But anyway, I wish it was going too fast. It wouldn't then freeze half the bloody time, would it? Never mind. How are you all? Hopefully you're all okay and everybody is well. Who's coming online? Hello, my darlings. So I've got hi Lindy Lou, hi Kate, hi Nikki. Your face, I know, I was just like, with cross it Facebook. Hi Jane, hi Marilyn, hi Janet, hello Anne, hello Jean, hello. Oh, it just makes me so cross. I could understand it if it was, you know, we were running a bloody TV studio through Facebook, but it's just us. Hi Eileen, hi Carol, hi my lovelies. So what am I doing? What am I doing today? We're going to do a block. Sorry, I got myself all in a fuddle because I was getting cross with Facebook. We're going to do a block today. We're going to have a play with a really old block that I haven't done for ages and ages. And I've been thinking a lot about hexagons recently because I'm doing quilts for the boys, Dungeons and Dragons quilts. So I've been playing with those, and I thought, oh, actually, we could have a little experiment and have a little look at this one together. Quick thing, I'm on Crate and Craft. I'm on Crate and Craft tomorrow at 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. We've got some amazing stuff. We've got a Liberty pick and mix. We've got all the brand new June Taylor stuff as well. They are all going to be on the 7th. Those are going to be on the 7 a.m. show. If you buy from within the hour of that, so between 7 and 8 from our show, you could be in a chance for winning everything on the counter. So like there's 20 half meters in the pick and mix. You can choose any of them. You will win all 20. Well, one person out of the draw will win all 20 meters. You're not just going to get the 3 from the pick and mix, you'll get it all. So you could literally win the counter. Okay. Hi Carol, hello. Oh, both Carols, hello my darlings. Hi Jacqueline as well, hello my love. And then on the 11 o'clock hour, I've got loads of new pre-cuts and panels and all sorts going on. Beautiful new layer cake as well. And we've been very kindly co-sponsored with by J&B, and we've got a Brother Innovis, I'm going to say 15, which is 320 quid's worth. That will also be a giveaway, so that will be a prize draw as well. Okay. Plus there's loads of like 20% offs as well. So it's worth tuning in, my lovelies. And then on Saturday, we've got the counter sale, which is going to be me and Sarah chatting nonsense, going down the counter, showing you all the stuff that's in the sale. Okay. And that will be on our website. It'll be on a special section called counter sale, and that will go live just before we go on air at 1 o'clock. And basically first come first serve. Some things we've got 3 of, other things we've got 12 of, and it'll just be, you can just buy off the website. So yeah, that's it. I think that's all the news. It's a beautiful day here today. See, I'm freezing in the shop. I'm quite nice in here. I got told I looked like a minion today, which I kind of do on my yellow t-shirt and navy dungarees. But temptress, I know. Try and keep going. We're going to go over to the overhead and we're going to have a little look at this block. So we're going to play around with some hexes and how to make hexes from jelly roll strips. Now, I don't think we've done this before. I can't remember doing this. So I've cut, rather than jelly roll strips, I've cut 2 strips of fabric, which are 2.5 inches wide. This does kind of work for any size strip, but it makes a nice block. This makes beautiful scrappy hexagons as well, if you've got lots of little random strips you want to use up. So you're going to choose any 2 strips, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put them right sides together, and we're going to 1/4 inch sew all the way down the length of the strip. Okay, so I'm just going to go all the way down the length with 1/4 of an inch. So first things first, that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to play around with the markings on your ruler. That's how we're going to do this one. I'm going to teach you some bits of markings off your ruler and how to use them. Because we've all got rulers and we never use all the different angles and all. So the sewing itself, nice and easy, because it is literally just long, thin strip. I just need to move that over to there. Like that, and away we go. So a little bit of mindful sewing all the way down. I don't bother to pin, you can if you want to, but just adjust as I go. Like that. So how is everybody today? Jean, he says it's beautiful outside today. Oh, I know, it's the sun's out. It feels definitely spring-like today. Definitely spring-like. Yeah, I'm looking forward to, we've already had, because the stuff's gone on to Crate and Craft already. It gets loaded onto their website about 48 hours before, and we've already had orders come through. And part of me is going like, oh, you daft things, you don't want to order now. I mean, brilliant that they've ordered and spent some money, but you don't want to order now. You're not going into the drawer if you order now. Order in the hour if you're going to order. There we go. Nearly there, all the way down. So you don't have to use full length strips for this. You can cut smaller lengths if you want to. You know, if you want to make it really, really scrappy. But this is a really good one for a jelly roll. I don't think we've done this before. Okay, so we're going to come over here, and then I'm just going to grab the ironing board, and we're going to iron this out. And I want to iron it towards the darker fabric. So I'm going to put the darker fabric on the top, set the seam, set those stitches, relax them down, and then roll it back with my hands first, and then you can just gently press that out, and you won't get as much, you know, stretching or anything if you do it gently. So we've packed all the goodie bags for the retreat. We've packed most of the class project stuff as well. Sarah's just finishing up on hers now, which is good. We're ready for Crate and Craft. Everything's all packed and printed and ready. So yeah, it's very windy in Bath and cold too. Oh, hun, that's not fun. Oh, it's a little bit windy here, but it's quite nice. I fell over yesterday as well. I've got a proper playground graze on my knee. You should see the state of my knee. It's not good. There we go. So I've just ironed that all the way and just done it to the dark side. So this is where you guys are going to have to concentrate a little bit, all right? Now, a lot of you will have done this sort of thing before, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of you that have never used the angles on your ruler, all right? So that's what I thought we'd go through today, and how there's so many different ways of putting this together. You're packing today and heading off tomorrow. Woohoo! I can't wait to see you, Jean. It's going to be lovely. So first thing I want to do is just trim off these salvages to get a nice straight edge. So again, I'm going to use a horizontal line along the seam, like that. And I want a nice straight edge, okay? Like that. Let's get rid of that little bit of excess so it's all nice and clean. And then I want to look on my ruler, and I want a bit of something white to go behind this a second. And what I'm looking for is the 60-degree line that's on here, okay? This one is quite nice. You need a 60-degree line that goes off the point as well, off one of the corner points. Sometimes, is there a 60 on that one? 30, 45, yeah. So you see this ruler is no good for this method because my 60 is here and it doesn't hit the corner, and you really, I don't know if you can see that, the 60 is here and it doesn't hit the corner, and you really do need the 60 to come off the corner, okay? So this one would work as well. This one would work because my 60-degree lines come off the corner, okay? But like this one works really well, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to put the 60-degree line, no, that way, sorry, get myself all confused then. 60-degree line along the bottom, okay? So that, I'm finding it on the ruler, and I'm lining along the edge of my fabric along the bottom. And I'm going to move it, no I'm not, that's Hang on, sorry guys. Is it that one? So that's the one. I was going to say, I knew there was a ruler that worked for this and it didn't. So you need one that's going the other way. You can use this one, but you've got to flip it upside down, which is a pain. It's this one that I want. Sorry. So 60-degree line, which is just there, here. That's going to go along the bottom like that. And you want to move it and move it and move it and move it all the way this way until the ruler hits the corner. I knew one of the rulers didn't work, and the long one definitely doesn't, and that square one doesn't. It's this one that does work. It has to hit the corner. It has to hit a corner. So I'm going to go 60-degree here, and the edge needs to come off the corner, and we're going to cut the first one like that. Okay, so check your rulers. Check your rulers, because some work and some don't. Then what we want to do is we want to put the 60-degree line, the same line. So if you've got them on several points of your ruler, make sure you're using the same line. Put a little bit of masking tape or something on there so you know you're using the same one. That is now going to go on the edge that I just cut, like that. And we're going to move that up and move that up. Make that in line. We're basically making triangles until the point, which is why you need it to go off the point, is right on the edge of the fabric, and the 60 line is running up like that. And then you're going to cut up there. Okay, like that. We're going to go back to the bottom. So it goes bottom, side, bottom, side, bottom, side each time. So back to the bottom, same line, move it, move it, move it until it's hitting that point up there. And you're going to keep cutting down your strip set. Have we done this before? I'm having terrible deja vu. Now I'm doing it. Have we done this before, guys? To the side, point hits the edge here. I can't remember now. See, I'm having terrible deja vu. And then the bottom. Mind you, we've done so many of these 1 o'clocks now. It's hard to remember what we've done and what we haven't. It's only the fact that I've been playing with hexes for Alex's quilt that I thought, oh, I'll do this one. Hi, Karen. How are you, lovely? So then I'm on the side, like that, again to the bottom there. There we go. And I'm going to keep going because I want a few of these, and then we're going to go to the bottom, like that, move it over until it hits the point there. Make sure it's all lined up. I want to get at least 12 so I can show you different combinations. So you're just going to have to put up with me cutting for a moment, guys. Oh, I think I have shown you this before. Was it the all? Oh no, I don't think we've done it like this. Can you order the ruler you're using? This one, no, lovely. It's not one that we stock. I bought this years and years ago. It's a Millard one, and it's a 6.5 by 12.5. If you Google it, you'll find it, the Millard ones. I like this one because it's got the angles both ways, and they both come off the corners. It's one of my favourite rulers. You can use this one, but it's only got, this is the So Simple ones. They've only got them going one way, and you need this 60 to be going the other way. So you can use it like that. You can use it upside down. As long as you're doing, can you see? So I've got them a 60 there. So you can use this one, or the 6.5 in this way, but you just flip it over the other way so it's going correctly. You see, I can use that one and you get the same result, but you've just got to flip it upside down like that. There we go. Okay, but it's a bit confusing. But if you put in Millward, it's spelled Millard. And these ones, they need to have lines going both ways off the corner. Okay, that's the best one for this. But like I said, you can use your other ones. You've just got to. It takes a little bit more thinking. That's all. Okay, so how many have I got? I need at least 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more, just because I want to show you like I said, the different combinations of. Now I've got myself confused. It's not that 60. It's that one. This is why a little piece of masking tape on the line that you're using helps. There we go, 11, and then back to the bottom. You can buy 60-degree rulers as well, which I think we have got in the shop, which are a triangular ruler, and you don't have to worry about the lines then. But if you've got them on there, why not make use of them? Yeah, we don't use our rulers very much, do we? So, ooh, there we go. Okay, that's enough. We've definitely got enough. But I get another 2 out of that as well. I think you can get about 14 out of each strip set, and then we get to play around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do the first one. So you can put these together in so many different combinations. So you can put them together so you get like bordered half hexes. But the way we did last week is a lot easier, I think, than that. Okay, so you want all the ones that have got the blue little bit, like that. Okay, so can you see there is a difference? You've got ones that have got small blue and then large blue. So you can put them together so they look like that. Okay, you can get hexes that look like that. Obviously, you then get, move that out of the way, you then get the opposite with the other ones because they cut opposite. As you're doing that with the cut in, you get some with little, God, I can't think of the words, small white triangles, and you get some with small blue. So you can get bordered hexes like that. You can absolutely alternate them as well. So I want 3 of those and 3 of those. And we can do them so that you've got like shadowed hexes, so they can go together like that. Okay, so you've got 2 different ways there. You found Elan ruler about 11 quid on Amazon. Oh, amazing. Oh, you bought a similar to one you were using in the B&M store in Crewe for £2.99. Bargain. It's got a 60-degree on it. Excellent. Got a 60-degree triangular ruler. It was good from a friend. Love it. Yeah, absolutely. You can get all sorts of rulers. I'll try and put a post up later of the different ones. You can alternate these as well. So you've got this sort of thing happening. You see, so it's almost like a little target thing happening. I don't know why, but that kind of reminds me of Star Wars. I feel like there should be a TIE fighter for those Star Wars geeks amongst you. Yeah, you've got that sort of thing happening as well. Okay, you can really play around with these. They don't have to be hexes. You can, if you want to. Hang on. I want that one. Do I want that one? No, I want that one. You can join them opposites like this as well. So there's once you sort of get into it, there's lots of things you can do with them. You've got them like that. Can you see I've joined them like that? It will still make a hexagon. Hang on, I've got to make my brain work. That way, and that way. Can you see? So then you get hexagons that look like that, which is another look again. Okay, so there's lots of ways of putting these piece strips together to make different designs. Excuse me. I quite like this one. I think this is one of my faves. So let's do that like that. And then, so I'm basically alternating them. And then the little blue one in the centre and a little blue one like that. Okay, and then you can put the other one together. Can you see how many different combinations you can make? You can do all sorts of things with these, so that, let me do the other one as well. No, hang on, you can do it. There's one other way, which I'm missing. I'm missing a different way. Is it when you do it like that? Hang on. There it is there. No, let's just do that and that. There, and there. I don't know if I've shown you that one now. All sorts of ways. Anyway, lots of you like the alternate one. Yeah, these you like the alternating one better. Like this one here, when you've got that small against black against white and stuff. Not black and white, it's like navy against white. Never seen one in B&M and Crewe. So you can really play around with these. It really doesn't matter when. And then when you start putting them together. So if we do this as an alternate, as well. There we go. So that it's the same as this one, like that. Okay, so you've got the same look there. When you add them on, you can add that onto, you know, when you join them together, I don't know if you can see that, you'd want to make sure that they're joined there. So these little hexagons here that appear, see, so that would be down there like that, wouldn't it? You get these little hexagons here, you get extra like little secondary patterns happening as well. So it's quite an interesting one to play around. So I'm going to show you how to join them. So once you've decided on what pattern you want to do, let's do this one. You're going to do them as triangles. So you're going to do them in 2 sets of triangles and then join those together. Okay, so we're going to put this one on top of this one to start with. And we're going to line them up. Make sure that that's nice and neat there. You can nest that seam there because they should, if you've ironed it all to the dark side, it'll all go in nice and neatly. So I'm going to iron that seam there. Iron that seam. Oh my God, I can't speak today. Nest that seam even, like that. And we're going to stitch down that one first. All right, and then I'm going to add this one on. There we go, like that. Oh, I'm interested to see where you're getting all these different rulers from now. I've never seen any in B&M. That's quite cool. Didn't know they did them. There we go. So I'm going to just stitch down. Just putting the raw edge to raw edge, nest that centre seam, and down we go. Like that. Ooh, there we go. I'll take that out. We'll come back over here a second. There we go. And then I'm just going to, I don't know what's going on with my machine. Gently press it out like that. And by nesting it, you get that lovely neat point just there. Okay. So I'm just going to gently finger press that one before I add this one in. Okay. So then this one's going to go right sides together. Again, nest that point there, that seam. You will overlap into this one a little bit. Okay. That should happen. So don't worry about that. Pin in there, and then I'm going to go all the way down. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I love a B&M or an Aldi shop, that centre aisle. You get some random nonsense in there sometimes, don't you? Yeah, I'm doing the weekly shop. Of course I want a wetsuit and a chainsaw. It's exactly what I was thinking when I went in to do get my shepherd's pie stuff. Okay, just be careful when you're doing the scent a little bit there. Nothing gets caught, and away you come. Okay, like that. No. Okay, so it looks like that point there is not meeting, but that of course is your your 1/4 inch seam allowance. Okay, so I'm just going to very quickly do the other one so that we can show you how to put them together. But play around with this. I mean, this really does. It makes a beautiful scrappy quilt. If you like the look of a Hexi quilt, but you don't want to do all that English paper piece in, this is quite a good way of doing it. Just line that one back up again. So I'm doing exactly the same on this side. There we go, making sure that that's the centre one. So just finger press that one out, like that. This one's going to go on here. Line up that little seam, but it's all about those 60 degrees on your rulers, or get a 60-degree triangle, which does work. It's just if you don't want to have to buy another ruler, you can absolutely use the ones on your ruler as long as it goes the right way. Okay, right, there we go, and then that one goes out like that. Let's go back over here a second. We're going to give these a quick press. Okay, so I've got my 2 halves. I'm going to give them a very quick press just to make sure they sit nicely. Makes life easier. I like to press them with these so that the centre one is flat, so I go opposite when I've made these blocks before. The seams opposite ways. It just seems to sit a little bit better when the whole thing goes together. I don't know if it makes much of a difference, just that's how it sits for me. Okay, there we go, like that. And then you can put the 2 halves together. So over we go, and again, nest that seam there. All right. You could absolutely play around with this and see what happens when you put 3 strips together. See what happens when you put 4 strips together. You'd still cut them in exactly the same way, you know, doing your 60 degree at the bottom first, 60 degree on the bottom, and trim it up to the corner like that and play around with them. I'm going to stitch across there. Okay. Here we go. And again, in that centre, just make sure that's all nice and lying as flat as you can. It is a little bulky, so go slow and steady over it. I think I've just managed to catch a thread. Hang on. Just get that. There we go. I didn't want that to ruffle it all up. Like that. We're having a home bargains B&M discussion going on. And then back over here, guys. And then there's your little hexie done. Okay, so you can absolutely what they call spin this seam if you want to, which means it all kind of lies flat. It is a lot easier if you're going to quilt it than having all that bulk there. Oh, I didn't have to catch a thread there, didn't I? What have I done there? To chop that one off. Something's caught. But I'll give that a quick press and you can kind of see. But this is a really nice technique, and you can get lots and lots of different patterns just depending on how you then sew them back together. They also make really nice, I think, little like coasters. If you just put you could put a border on or do 3 strips. They're placemat coaster size. By the time you've, you know, little mug mat size, aren't they? If you just want to have a little go, if you wanted to make a set, you know, as a little present or something for somebody, it's quite a nice size for putting a mug on, or a plant pot or something. If you may be giving a plant as a present, a little quick one like that, wadded in, bordered up, you know, wad in and back in on of it, quilt into it. It's a nice little pot, you know, or candle stand if you want to put, you know, so you protect your surface of your windowsills and stuff. But like I said, lots and lots of different ways of putting it all together so that you get different. Ooh, that might quite work as well. You could do 2s and 2s, couldn't you? Sorry, I'm just thinking about stuff. Oh no, because no. You could mix and match your strips. If you had, like, if I had another 2 different strips, I could put another different 2 in there as well. You could get all sorts of, and you're going to get like little diamond patterns happening then. Yeah, that might be quite a nice idea. If you did like extra strip sets and mixed and matched all of them, you'd get another 2 in there, and you get these lovely diamonds happening. You could make every single one different. You know, again, if you had lots of different ones, if you had different strip sets, and drop in 6 from different strip sets, so they were really scrappy. You know, you could use different jelly rolls for the centre and the same outside fabric on all of them. And then, you know, make these all different in the centre, so you've got all little squares. So lots and lots you can play around with. Really, you know, really different with, you know, how you can sort of, hang on, you can also make diamonds as well. So you could do them like that, couldn't you? Could do them like that and make diamonds and offset, and then sew them together that way too. There we go, like that. Ooh, hang on, I'm just looking at that. So that would go like that, and then if that one was against there, you would sew that. Oh no, you'd want it the other way around, wouldn't you? You'd want another dark one there. So I wouldn't want that against there, because then you're just doing strips. You'd want that one there. There we go, like that. Yeah, so you can, there's all sorts of things, random things happening. So that would be, hang on, just trying to see if I can make this. No, it's going to be that way, isn't it? There we go. Like that. Once I'd sewn those diamonds together, you end up with, you know, you could do them strips and then, you know, offset them. So this one would be, which way is that going to be? In there like that. No, can't do it. I haven't got I've got the wrong one. But you can, you know, play around with it. You get all sorts of random things happening. Yeah, absolutely. So that is little 60-degree hexes. Where are we? They're here. Hi. Quite a quick one today. Just wanted to play around with that idea and how you can put all different things together and make different shapes and things, and make it different. Cool. You have a triangular ruler. Brilliant. Okay, if you've got a 60-degree triangular ruler, you don't need to worry about the markings. You can literally just lie that on like that, as long as the point is hitting the top of the strip set. Cut up, flip, cut, flip. It's really nice and easy. What was I going to tell you? I think that's it. That's it for me for this week. Actually, obviously you've got Crate and Craft tomorrow, 7 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Please do join in. There is a lot of really good stuff on the shows, and you've got a chance of those 2 big giveaways as well. I can't guarantee any of you are going to win, but somebody's going to win. Somebody who buys in those hours is going to win either a sewing machine or everything on the counter. We are then got the counter sale on, so I'll be back on Saturday at 1 o'clock for the counter sale. Then we're off to the retreat, so there won't be a 1 o'clock next Tuesday, but if I can, I might, if we get a chance, I will pop on live and show you the retreat. And yeah, that's it, I think, my darlings. If not, we'll see you Wednesday. I'll see you Wednesday next week. But do join in for Crate and Craft, and please do join in with the counter sale. Have a lush day, and I'll speak to you real soon. Bye.